Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. This is your Monday 2020 entrepreneur reading. For those of you who are new to SGL, welcome. Make sure that you follow and subscribe. A special thank you for those who have been supporting SGL this far. Thank you. For everyone in the collective entrepreneur reading, if you have any feedback pertaining to this episode, or if you have any questions, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. I first want to say this: divine guidance is be there for you. And I truly believe this is a mirroring energy, balancing out your yin and your yang, your shadow, your shadow, your light side, your good, your bad, balancing that out. I truly believe that divine guidance pertaining to you, entrepreneur, is your business reflecting? Are you reflecting your business? Vice versa, is your business reflecting you? Universal love, entrepreneur is the yes. Being the second. Your affirmation, entrepreneur is my life is just beginning. Second affirmation, everything that is happening now is happening for my ultimate good. Third affirmation, my body is healthy and my mind is brilliant. My soul is tranquil. Okay, before I go ahead and pull your spread, entrepreneur, I'm going to put some masculine and feminine energy on for your entrepreneur reading. And we have the Ace of Wands. Emotional growth. Feminine energy for entrepreneurs. And we have the Hermit. That journey. The Hermit expressing the journey, choosing to be alone, choosing to separate self, to get enlightenment, to get clarity, to get your confirmation, to seek answers. And the masculine is providing that security, within that growth so that you can feel secure to be able to grow. And that growth is kind of sounds like a personal here, but that growth will reflect your maturity pertaining to your reflection of your business, balancing out with the reflection of your personal self. So if you are not working in you personal endeavors, you still remind yourself that you are the representation of your business. Okay, you have to fill in the blank of what that may be. Okay, pay attention. You never know who's watching. You'd be surprised. And it's technology, and the reason why I say you want to be mindful, because people are definitely recording. That's for someone, but for those, use what you have. Learn how to utilize what you have. Like, for instance, a lot of people have iPhones, and there's so much you can utilize that for a tool to develop your brand into a stronger brand. Okay, we have business cards. This is your networking, coming out of the hermit from removing whatever things that were in self that triggered anxiety, not being able to be open to communicate with people, because in the field of entrepreneurship does deal with having to deal with communication. Okay, so okay, we have product development. I truly believe product development, this is more so of your visionary board, the pre-development, your pre-prototype of the direction you're trying to go, whomever possible business connection pertaining to business cards, whom you make sure you be mindful of whom you are giving your business cards to. And also you can create a virtual business card as well. And they do have that, I believe, I can't think of it, but they do have it to where you just basically swipe your card to the person's phone and all of your business information, contact information will pop up. For those of you who want to, that's more moving into going paperless. We're far from being paperless. Okay, moving forward. I do want to apologize for the monotone. Definitely believe that I'm overly joyed for the most part. Customer service. Some of you may need to work on your customer service skills. Some of you think you have the perfect social skills and you lack because you're so used to speaking amongst those whom only encourage amongst each other. I'm going to simplify it. A group of 3. And you guys encourage yourselves. That's good. It's wonderful. But you guys are encouraging and praising wrongly. So then when it's time to step up, it's like this. I honestly believe entrepreneur, for those of you who are artists, songwriters, music artists, for instance, someone's voice may not be in the essence of liking. Everyone has their taste, okay? And then you have some where everyone as a collective can agree and say, no, the person can't sing, okay? Or whatever that may be. The person can't play an instrument, whatever. And then, but the person has been entertained by this 3 company, always pushed them and said, you're going to be the most, putting hope and a vision. And then they step into the world and they get this big disappointment. This is kind of about customer service. It's like you felt you had a leadership role, and then you step out into the world and realize there's more to learn. Okay, acknowledging that, and don't conjure up the eerie energy. Okay, understand that is just an open area for growth, because customer service, when you have a product or service, it's not about you, it's about the consumer now. There's a consumer, those are the normally people with development disabilities, and then you have your customer, okay? So moving forward, you want to be able to cater. So you want to make sure that both sides of you are mutual, are identical. Which means you want to make sure your business represents you and you represent your business. Identical. Formal and dignified. That's for some of you. That's not for everyone. Money magnet. For some of you, you are just a generator of ideas. Your daily hustle. This is coming out of that hermit for some of you, that hermit of accepting the journey, right? And all the experience that you've been through, right? It's going to bring that quality, that growth and that customer service, which is definitely going to pull in the coin. Growth of knowing how to properly do the steps of product development. And one thing about it, when you're in the phase of creating a blueprint, and what you want to do is enjoy it. You know, some of you who are engineers, are engineer assistants, and you have, you know, your plans in front of you. Enjoy it. Enjoy the repetition. Enjoy, the communication of repetition. You have to understand, no matter what it is that you do, there's going to be repetition. And you have to be proactive. You have to be involved. We have astrology here. You have to fill in the blank of what that means to you. Okay, let's see here. Moving forward, we have creativity. Yes, speaking into when I was saying being happy and enjoying, right? You want to enjoy. And then it comes into the prototype. That's what I was literally reflecting. I am here, but my mind is not. I feel like I'm mirroring someone. And that's what it is pertaining to, being an entrepreneur. You have to be able to multitask. And when you multitask, you have to be able to hold attention to whatever you're currently focusing on and multitasking. That is a task, and to master that is holds great reward. But you have to understand, listener, that most people are sensitive to a multitasker. Okay? Especially if you hold a big role, you have to take into account that everyone is not going to be accepted and receptive to your multitasking. It can conjure up the eerie energy. Getting your good deeds evil spoken of. Customer complaints. Pertaining to these business cards. Business partners. Group. Don't forget, especially those of you who your journey was, your vision was a nonprofit 501(c), right? And then you did all this hard work. You put the vision, you wrote it down, you made it plain, you put it together, you put the team together, and the next thing you know it, right? Not even 90 days, you get kicked off the board, and now you're eerie. But understand those were your ideas And sometimes, hopefully for some of you who's ever on your board, are those who are pillars within your community and not just people whom allowed you to do all that hard work just to have the agenda to boot you off and reap all the hard work. But understand, a creator never puts all of their eggs in one basket. Moving forward, that was just the prototype, right? So now you weeded out those who were takers. So now you're about to create the most excellent 501c3. Beautiful. All right. Simplify your wants and your needs so that you don't step out of being solemn. Risk. Yes, it was a risk putting people that you thought you can trust, and they showed you the red flags. They showed you true self, but this was just an experience to move on. That's for some. Also, pricing your value about self, your capabilities, your creativity to be able to create and build. Set your prices so that you can be able to, if you have slow phases, right, for new contracts or new freelance work, you want to be able to have a cushion, okay? Don't waste your time for those who like, we all like free stuff. We all like samples and testers, but that's for entertainment purposes. To be able to live, yes, it's a hard pill to swallow, but you want to be around people who are willing to invest, but you have to be able to invest back, okay? It has to go both ways. So basically, the flow of money, of return, a cycle, and it grows and grows, if that makes sense. Failure. Don't sabotage yourself thinking that you're a failure, especially about the 501c, especially about those if you don't feel you have the confidence and you're settling to deal with consumers and customers that drain you. You got to move forward, simplify, don't overthink it. Balance yourself out with your business. Take one day at a time. Okay, your system will work. Make it plain and clear. Okay, sometimes we do have to breathe. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that. But you have to believe it, that there's nothing wrong with that. That we learn from our mistakes. And sometimes they're not mistakes. We use mistake in the wrong places at the wrong time. How about lesson? Right? Isn't that a little bit more mature? Doesn't that show the growth in the Ace of Wands? Social media. Don't worry about social media. Social media is a trend. Okay, you may not trend today. You may get activity today. You may not get it tomorrow or yesterday. You got all, whatever the case may be. Listen, you can delete it or reactivate it. Literally delete everything and start from scratch. In the beginning, yeah, people who have been paying attention may take notice. But at the end of the day, this world is so huge with so many beautiful people in it. that your lane is your lane, and whom has been assigned to you is there. It's just you have to put in the footwork. So don't be hard on yourself. Yes, be loyal to your appearance, or what it is your message that you're trying to portray on your social medias. You still realize that that's confirming the technology. Your social media is your business card. Also, for those of you who do product development, make sure it states, bullet points of what it is, of services or product that you provide. That could also be the thing that does not show. I do apologize, you guys. For those of you who are now just tuning in to SGL, welcome. Let go. Let go of the things that you were thinking that were losses instead of pain. Sometimes we need to skip over things and come back to them later or move on. That's was spoken for itself, listener. Anything else for the entrepreneur for Monday 2021? Savings. Now is the time. Now is not the time to spend. Save your money. And vendor pricing. Make a vendor's list. Attend a conference. And when you do and connect and communicate, make sure you let go of the past. Don't speak of any negative. Okay. Support group. Go to a community event. Attend a live conference. Join a club. I'm going to end it there. Drink water as you work your way up to the top. Entrepreneur, that is your collective reading. Okay? Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you.